Alright, how's it going, boys? It's Lone Courier here. So I've got a wee bit gameplay for you boys today on Modern Warfare. So I've got a wee bit kill confirmed on Hovek Sawmill. Got some 37 and 6. This is probably one of my best gameplays in this game. Not the best, I don't drop a nuke or anything like that. Honestly, I felt like I was close to getting a nuke in this gameplay. I got 22 kills in a row. Did feel like I was going to get one, but a bunch of those kills came from my VTOL and stuff like that. So I've just found out that you don't actually get kill streak, or you don't actually get a nuke with kills through kill streaks. So it's not like Modern Warfare 2 where you could call in your Harrier and it gives you a bunch of kills and then you end up getting your nuke anyway, which is how a lot of people used to get nukes back in the day, but it doesn't work. I honestly, like, watching this gameplay back actually kind of makes me wish that I used whatever that perk is in this game, kill chain. I wish I used that in this gameplay, because I probably could have used UAV, VTOL, and then I probably could have went for something like a gunship or the Juggernaut suit or something like that. That would have been pretty cool. I've never actually used the Juggernaut suit in this game, so I need to actually try it at some point. But anyway, the gameplay it's not too bad. You know, it's got a couple of those stupid deaths at the start of the game where, like, this game, you just end up taking a bunch of deaths where you really just can't avoid them at all. I feel like that is the biggest issue with this game. You just get melted instantly. Which, today we're going to be talking about Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, or just Call of Duty Cold War. I wish they'd just call it Cold War rather than Black Ops Cold War, because there's like 3 subgenres within that name. There's Call of Duty, Black Ops, Cold War. Whereas it could just work as CoD Cold War. That would work a lot better than Black Ops Cold War in my opinion. But anyway, a lot of people have said that so far. But I hope that in this next Treyarch game that they actually have a bit of a fairer TTK in that game. Now, I feel like just because it's a Treyarch game, it probably will. Treyarch games have always kind of had this running theme of having a longer time to kill than Infinity Ward games. Infinity Ward games have always kind of been on the meltier side of things. It's just been a trend in Infinity Ward games, like ever since Modern Warfare. The original one, way back in the day, there was stopping power, which obviously increased your TTK, but without that it felt more like a standard TTK, like one of the Black Ops games where it took like a lot of shots to kill somebody. Not a lot, but it felt like a lot compared to using stopping power. Anyway, I didn't really mind it. Then you went into Modern Warfare 2, that game was starting to get a wee bit meltier, especially just with the connections back in the day being peer-to-peer. There was no dedicated servers back in the day, so it didn't really feel like there was much of a chance in that game to fight back. Modern Warfare 3 was pretty much the same thing, and then Ghosts and Infinite Warfare. Infinite Warfare actually felt a bit more like Black Ops 3, where there was a lot more time to kill in that game. Obviously with the motion assisted movement in that game, the jetpacks and stuff, it felt like it took a lot longer to kill people because they were jumping out of your way, your bullets and whatnot, so you had to shoot them a little bit more, and that was just including shots that you were missing and stuff. But overall, Ghosts had a really melty time to kill, and then Modern Warfare this year has a really insane TTK as well. Like, it is just like boom, you're dead. Like, it's ridiculous in this new game. It's one of the things that I really don't like about it at all, is just how noobish the gunplay is in this game, because you just get melted instantly. Like, the guns do have a lot more recoil. That's one thing I will say. They have way more recoil than any other game in the series, but it doesn't really make much of a difference when 3 shots is all it takes to kill some people on certain weapons at a certain range. Like, guns like the AK, they'll still 3-shot people at insane ranges, so it doesn't really make much of a difference how high the recoil is. Anyway, gameplay is pretty good. Like, the Modern Warfare gameplay is alright aside from that, aside from the fact that the maps are so camp friendly. Like, they really do incentivize you to camp, and it's so bad to the point where even hardcore campers in the previous Call of Duty games actually moan about how easy it is to camp on this game. Like, I've seen guys like Wings of Redemption complaining about this game, and fair enough, guys like Wings of Redemption. Well, Wings, he complains about any game. It doesn't matter what game it is, he will always find something to complain about with it. Like, it's just part of his persona. He always bitches and moans about every Call of Duty game, so it doesn't make a difference with him. But I feel like when you've even got campers moaning about how bad this game is, how slow it is, that's when you've got a problem. But overall, the camping is a really big problem with this game, but I feel like Treyarch, they actually know how to make decent enough maps that don't incentivize camping. There is areas in Treyarch maps that do kind of encourage a wee bit camping, especially on Black Ops 4. There was maps like Contraband where you had 2 rooms on opposite ends of the map, which had a lot of, they had opposite lines of sight where you could face the opposite room on the other end of the map. I'll show you the line of sight right here in the gameplay, just a wee screenshot from it, just so you know what one I'm talking about here. But there was a couple of areas like that in Black Ops 4. There was a couple of rooms that were really easy to camp in, but overall, Treyarch games don't really incentivize camping as much as Infinity Ward games do, or as much as Modern Warfare did. That game brought it to a whole another level entirely, which was really frustrating. That was one of the things that I did not like at all about this game. Big issue with how campy the game is. especially when you're playing a map like IO9, well not IO9 but Atlas Superstore. That map is just, oh, it's shit, man. Like, there's so many dark corners in that map, there is so many corners that you can camp in, and it's just when you're a rusher in this game, you're running around the corner looking for an enemy, and somehow they're sitting in that corner. You don't have dead silence, so they hear you coming 10 miles away. They're sitting there good to go, primed and ready in this corner, and you don't even know they're there. Boom, you get melted, or you get taken out by a claymore. But if you've got EOD, you survive the claymore, and then boom, you get one-shotted by a kid sitting in the corner with his M4. It's insane, dude, and it's the fact that this playstyle is so encouraged in this game, just with the way the maps are laid out, especially with the doors and whatnot. It's so annoying. Everybody hears you coming in this game, especially with the doors. You hear a door getting slammed open 10 miles away on the map. It doesn't matter if you're on the opposite end of the map, you will hear doors getting slammed open. And the issue is, when you're rushing, you don't really think about how slamming a door open makes a ton of noise. And I mean, sure, yeah, I suppose that here comes the argument of, well, you need to adapt to the game. I hate when people say that shit, man. Like, Call of Duties have always had a universal playstyle, where it doesn't matter what game you're playing, it works on every game. Camping works on every game, rushing works on every game, but in this game, rushing does not work at all. So you'll notice in this gameplay a lot, I'm playing really defensively, really passively, just challenging people when I know I can get kills. And that was what I was trying to go for last night. I was just trying to get used to the way this game actually plays. And I tell you what, it's not like I actually had fun, but I wasn't actually raging at the game. I was actually kind of doing alright in this game. And when you're doing alright in the game, you're like, you know what, it's actually kind of fun here. I mean, there is points in the game where I am challenging people and kind of rushing into them a little bit, but that's more so when I know that I can just rush them and have the upper hand on them. It's a really frustrating game to get used to, because you can't just play like every other Call of Duty game, which is what a lot of us just want to do, man. And that's just one of the reasons why I'm really annoyed about it. Like, I want to play this game like every other Call of Duty game, but every mechanic in the game just stops you from doing that. Like, I don't know why Infinity Ward had to take an established playstyle that was extremely popular in all of the other Call of Duty games and just go, right, we're going to make that playstyle not work in this game at all. Anyway, man, I've been banging on a wee bit too much about Modern Warfare, but the main point is here is Treyarch games always have support for every kind of playstyle. It doesn't matter what you play like, Treyarch games always support you in whatever way you want to play. You want to rush? Sure, Treyarch games let you do that at all. They always let you rush. It's great. And that is one of the things that I'm excited for with this night's Call of Duty game. So I've had some leaked gameplay that came out recently. It could possibly be legit gameplay because it's been DMC copyright struck down by Activision already. There was a couple of sources of gameplay from it, and they've been removed from the internet so far. There is always going to be people circulating the screen recordings of these videos, but in general I've seen it already, and it's very pre-alpha gameplay. Like, there is barely any textures on this map. There is some textures, at the same time there is also some old textures from Black Ops 4 and the other games that have been reused as well. In Black Ops 4 there was these vans that you've seen around every map from this company called Dassler. Now, I don't know what this company was, but there was a lot of these vehicles on every single map. They were just kind of like vans and stuff, like sort of transit vans, and they always had this company's logo on the side, Dassler, and it's sort of just an old texture that they have. Like, it's a sort of existing model, like a placeholder asset, if you will. That's what they've been using in this new map. There is one of these vehicles on one of the maps, which people say tie into the Black Ops series. It could not. At the same time, I feel like, as I said, it is just a placeholder asset at the moment, so it will be replaced in the full build of the game, but they've just used it at the current moment just to flesh the map out. Obviously, it won't have that logo on the side of it, because I think Dassler is meant to be a futuristic company in Black Ops 4 anyway, so I don't see it being in a Black Ops Cold War game. Like, overall, dude, there's not too much to actually talk about when it comes to this Black Ops Cold War gameplay that came out, because it's pre-alpha. There's not much going on in it, other than you can see that it's running on the Modern Warfare 2019 engine. Just by the way the movement looks and stuff. The movement looks a lot faster than it did in Modern Warfare, but the animations look very similar to the way they looked in Modern Warfare. There's a lot of smooth, buttery smooth kind of weapon transitions as well that you can tell they're very reminiscent of Modern Warfare, which kinda initially led me to believe when I first watched this gameplay that perhaps it's not Black Ops Cold War gameplay, maybe it's just pre-alpha build footage of Modern Warfare 2019. I don't know, man. Like, the doorways are all open, so like the doorways are all closed in Modern Warfare. You need to open doors yourself, so who knows if it actually is gameplay from that game. Because obviously recently Treyarch had a leak of their Black Ops 4 campaign footage that they were working on, and that stuff got copyright struck as well. But obviously, if they are going to go to the effort of copyright striking stuff, then you need to think that maybe this is real stuff that is being posted here. As of right now, we don't know if it is legit footage, we don't know if it's old footage from Modern Warfare. It could well be. In all honesty, we don't know what it is yet. It's too early to actually say. But some people are getting hyped up for it already. I don't know, but I don't know what to think, man. I'm hoping that this game turns out good. I'm ready for a good Call of Duty game that's actually going to be fun. Like, Modern Warfare, it's fun in short doses, but when you're playing it day after day, grinding out the battle pass, oh, that game just really gets on my titties. Like, I really don't like playing that game every day, grinding it. Like, I don't understand how people can. It's no for me, man, personally. I enjoy other games a lot more than this one. And it's not saying that I don't enjoy Call of Duty anymore, because I love some old school Call of Duty games. I could go back and play Black Ops 3 all day, or Advanced Warfare if that game was still in its prime. But this game, man, oh, it really does nothing for me at all. I don't like the lack of movement. It's just not interesting to me. I know there's some people that do like that style of gameplay, but just me and a lot of other people don't, which is why we're looking forward to this Treyarch game so much. Hopefully they will actually incentivise us a bit more to move around in that game. They probably will. It's a Treyarch game, let's just be honest about it. But yeah, I hope you boys have enjoyed the video. Leave your opinions in the comments below. Have you seen this leaked gameplay? What do you think of it? Do you think it could be some Black Ops Cold War gameplay, or do you think it could also be pre-alpha build footage of Modern Warfare? Because it's confusing whether or not it is. Because it's got the compass in the middle of the screen, but at the same time it has actually got a radar there. So who knows, man? It could be both, or it could be Black Ops Cold War. Who knows? Obviously, with it being copyright struck down, it highly suggests that it is perhaps Cold War footage that Activision just don't want getting out there. Hopefully we get a trailer soon. Obviously, with the protests in America right now, there's more important things going on in Activision's opinions. I think that we could do with a little bit of positivity. There is too much negativity going on in the world right now. I feel like we could do with some positive news, which means that I think we could do with some new information about the new Call of Duty game. A trailer, it'll brighten up our days, man. It'll definitely make a lot of difference for some people. Because all we're seeing on the news right now is negativity, negativity, negativity. It's either COVID, these protests, or whatever else that's going on in the world that's bad. You know, bad shit going on all around the world right now. It's like we could all do with a wee bit positive, uplifting sentiment right now. So yeah, as I said, hope you boys have enjoyed the video. Stay safe, everybody. Leave your opinions in the comments below, and if you've enjoyed the video, feel free to drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Have a nice day, boys. Peace.